What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. My name's Phil. I'm with Samantha.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
As usual, and what is not usual is Hank Williams Jr. on our channel. This is the second time that we're doing Hank Williams Jr. What was the first one that we did? A Country Boy Can't Survive.
I was like, I think that's what it was called, or was that the album?
And so that's the first one that we did. Is Hank Williams Jr.'s most popular song.
Yes.
And that was cool. A really cool introduction to him.
Yeah. That was the one where he was sitting outside, right? Playing the guitar.
Yep. Had that whole country feel to it.
Yeah.
And we were talking about he had a lot of bars in there, and it was a little bit serious on parts, a little bit comedic at parts.
Yes.
But kind of giving us the background on what it's like to live
In the country.
as a country person for the country community.
Yes.
It was a good introduction. And so now we're coming back to him on your comments.
Yes.
You guys are suggesting Family Tradition in those comments as a second follow-up song to that one.
Now we're here.
That's why we've arrived. And you enjoyed the first one, like you said.
I did. I really liked it.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
So we should find out a little bit more. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's roll.
I want this hat.
Country music singers have always been a real close family. But lately some of my kinfolks have disowned a few others than me. I guess it's because I kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. They get on me, wanna know, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, everybody made my prediction. So if I get stoned, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. I am very proud of my daddy's name, although his kind of music and mine ain't exactly the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition. So don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? If I'm down in a honky-tonk, some old slick's trying to give me friction, I say, leave me alone, I'm singing all night long. It's a family tradition.
All right. This is country if I've ever heard it.
Yes, definitely signature country sound to this.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously changed as time has gone on. We've gone back and done Loretta Lynn, and this, I believe, came out in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So that would have been on the heels, and, more modern country has changed as well.
Yeah, this definitely sounds like classic country to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I had to throw on a country song and tell somebody what country is, an alien came to outer space,
And so-
from outer space, sorry.
So what's country music? It would be this.
Yeah, this is what I'd play for them, or something similar.
Yes.
And it's really cool, though, because the lyrics that he's talking about, we've mentioned, I think, in the last one that we did, Hank Williams Sr., his dad was very influential in the development of his career in the beginning, right? So it's interesting to hear him talking about it in a way like I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm carrying on my family tradition, but I'm doing me. And
My own flavor.
yeah, and so don't hate me for doing something a little bit different, because I'm not just like my dad.
Yeah.
But I am carrying on the family tradition in my own way. So it's
Yeah.
really cool the way he's formulated it together. And I can totally see this being played like doing line dancing. I have
Yeah,
this
like a
visual.
country bar. Yeah.
Of doing line dancing to this song. I feel like it would fit perfectly. And, it reminds me of the boot scooting boogie that we did a little bit
Yeah.
from Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah.
So it's country through and through. I think we were reading when we got into this one. He does some southern rock as well, or has that sound to it. But I wouldn't place it into that category. I would say this is country.
Country, yeah. I enjoyed it, though. It's like you said, it has a serious message. Like I think he's like, he's conveying that he's carrying on the family tradition, but in his own way. But it also has like almost a little bit of an undertone of like a comedic vibe to it as well, which I might feel like is kind of similar to the last one, right? Like it was like it had a serious meaning, and the heart of it was true, but he was also having some fun with it as well.
Yeah, I think the somewhat comedic, I guess, aspect of it is that he just doesn't care, right? He's just like, this is who I am. You can love it, you can hate it. I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what you're kind of laughing at, is just like his nonchalant way of going about it.
Yeah, it's almost like he's poking fun at himself a little bit. Like drinking, smoking, right? Going out, like getting in, like people want to get in a fight or whatever, right? So, but I like it. Like it's very catchy and upbeat. And like you said, I could totally see going to like a country bar and everybody just like loving this.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say he's poking fun at himself. I think he's poking fun at the narrative that people will suggest related to country folk.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's saying, I don't care that you guys, this is what you guys think is a negative.
Yeah.
To me, this is what my life is like, and I
am who
enjoy
I am.
it, and this is who I am. And you can like it or you can hate it, right?
That's accurate.
So I appreciate that, though. Like I like authenticity in artists, particularly, but in people as well.
Yeah.
And I want you to be who you are, and if that's who you are, and you're a good person, like all the other stuff doesn't matter. So I don't know personally about Hank Williams Jr., but but I like that he is authentic.
He looks like he's having the time of his life here on this album cover.
Yeah, well, maybe they said something funny when they took the picture. I don't know. Let's go back into family tradition.
Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? If I'm down in a honky-tonk, some old slick's trying to give me friction, I say leave me alone. I'm singing all night long. It's a family tradition. Killed me in 1973. When that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, hey, sawbones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition. So don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Stop and think it over. Try to put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition.
Musically had a great flow to it, great groove. I like when songs you can kind of piece together where they're going to go. When you're trying to find a great groove with a song, you don't want to be all over the place too much, right? You want to keep it consistent and structured, and that's what he had in this one. And I enjoyed the bass line set in that groove. Lots of great usage of strings in there. It gave you a lot of different feel to it. A little bit of a solo in there was really cool. Also, I think we had a fiddle in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And violin, fiddle, same thing, but different things in the north and the south. And so that was cool because it's been a while since we've heard a fiddle, I think. I can't remember the last one that we had that, but it was giving me shades of the Charlie Daniels band that we did.
Yeah, I feel like the fiddle definitely gives like that classic country
Southern
feel that we're
twang.
talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
So how are you feeling about the song?
I loved it. I thought it was great. Like definitely like, it makes me want to go out and have like a country night out.
Country night out with Samantha.
Go to the country bar, ride some bulls.
Have to take my cowboy boots out of the closet and my cowboy hat. I do have that.
We've also been watching Yellowstone recently,
Yes.
so I mean, just in the whole country vibe.
Yeah, I'm loving the show so far. It's giving me the desire to go and get a ranch myself. Yeah, I was saying I do have cowboy boots and a cowboy hat because I've been to the Calgary Stampede in Canada before. And so I wouldn't say I've immersed myself in country music, but I have taken an appeal to it in some ways. And this reminded me of that lifestyle, like you said, of the Yellowstone views. Montana looks like a beautiful place, although I think it was filmed in 2 different places, Yellowstone, right?
Yeah, I think it was Montana and Utah, I believe.
Yeah. So anyways, Hank Williams Jr. did his thing.
I
Great
love
lyrics.
it. Yeah,
great lyrics, great sound. I definitely enjoyed it. And now you guys got to jump in those comments and let us know where we should go next with Hank Williams Jr. Any other country artists that you'd like to see on the channel. We appreciate your insights. We don't do a ton of country. Doesn't seem to perform too well in terms of our videos, but I like it, so I'd like to continue doing it. So if you guys show up and drop those comments, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you stick around, and we'll come back to a little more country and maybe a little more Hank Williams Jr. If you're down for that, we'll see you in our next videos.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you then.